Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this remote meeting of the North and West Business Rates Joint Committee. My name is John Grieve and I will be acting as clerk for today's meeting. Before I move to the first item of business, could I get all participants to introduce themselves? I'll do this in no particular order, just as I see you on screen. Councillor Turner.
Councillor Graham Turner, substituting for Councillor Pando.
Councillor Scullion.
Councillor Jane Scullion, substituting for Councillor Tim Swift, Calderdale.
Wallace.
Wallace Sampson, Chief Executive, Harrogate Borough Council.
Councillor Jeffrey. You're on mute. Still on mute, Councillor Jeffrey. I'll come back to you. Angela Taylor.
Thank you. Angela Taylor, Director of West Yorkshire Command Authority for Benstill, MD. Thank you.
Councillor Hinchcliffe.
I'm Susan Hinchcliffe, a leader of Bradford Council.
Councillor Widdowson.
Councillor Widdowson, substituting for Councillor Aspenden, City of York Council.
Victoria.
Victoria Bradshaw, Chief Finance Officer for Leeds City Council.
Councillor Siddons. You're on mute, Councillor Siddons. I think you probably need to turn your volume up. No, we can't hear you. Just speak again. I think I caught something. No, you're on mute. No, I'll come back to you.
Okay. Is it working now?
It's
Yes.
working. It's working now.
No.
Don't touch anything.
No.
Neil.
Neil Warren, Chief Finance Officer from Wakefield Council.
Councillor Lewis.
Councillor James Lewis, Leader, Leeds City Council.
Thank you, everyone. Right, in the absence of Councillor Swift, we need to appoint a chair. So can I seek nominations for the position of chair? Does anybody wish to volunteer? I heard somebody nominating Councillor Hinchcliffe.
I'm happy to chair the meeting in the absence of Councillor Swift, who is absent, I'm afraid, today, but will be returning with us shortly, I'm sure.
A seconder for Councillor Hinchcliffe? Yes, I see a few hands. Congratulations, Councillor Hinchcliffe.
Thank you very much.
As chair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving to agenda item number 2, there were no appeals against the refusal of inspection of documents. Under item number 3, I'm unaware of any late items of business. Under agenda item 4, exclusion of the press and public, I'm not aware of any items where we need to exclude the press or public. Apologies for absence have been received from Councillor Tim Swift, Councillor Shabar Pandar, Councillor Keith Aspin, and Councillor Carl Les. And we have stepping in Councillor Scullen, Councillor Graham Turner, and Councillor Widdowson.
And Councillor Cooper as well, John.
And Councillor Cooper. Could I ask members to declare any disclosable pecuniary interests? No, I can see no indications. Moving to item number 7, which is item number.
I've got item 6, minutes of previous meeting and settlement matters arising.
Okay, Chair, if you'd like to take over from this point, I think we're on the minutes.
Lovely. Minutes of the previous meeting. It's obviously a while ago, 30th September. Has anybody got any questions, comments or changes that need making to those? Speak out now. No? Okay, well, shall we take those as a correct record of that meeting? Yeah, can I see all those in favour, please show?
Thank you.
Lovely, thank you. Matters arising from the minutes. Was there anything arising from those minutes that's not covered in the financial report, which is in front of us today? John, is there anything that you wanted to raise?
I'm unaware of any outstanding actions, Chair.
So all actions have been completed.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
So now then moving then to the financial report then that is being tabled for discussion for today. John, are you presenting that, or who's going to present that? So is it Neil Warren possibly presenting that?
Victoria Bradshaw, Chair.
Victoria Bradshaw, where's Victoria Bradshaw?
Hi, Chair. I'm Victoria Bradshaw. I'm the Chief.
Oh, there she is.
Officer
Sorry.
at Leeds.
Hi.
Hi. I'll present this report that's in front of you this afternoon. So this is the 2021 business rate pool that was created on the 1st of April last year. It was to retain the levy payments for the North and West Yorkshire authorities, and the forecasts are included in the report for the 2021 pool. They have significantly been impacted by the effects of the COVID-19 on the businesses, and therefore the level of business rates that local authorities receive have also been impacted. However, as detailed in the report, there's no authority that's forecast to hit safety net, which that would have been, if it had been the case, would have needed to have been funded from the business rate pool in the first instance. Table 1 in the report details the forecast of the levy payments that are forecast to be paid into the pool, and how these have changed since the pool was created on the 1st of April. The pool, the agreement around how those levy payments would be distributed was established when the pool was created, and that was agreed at that time. And paragraph 5.4 provides the basis on which the funds are to be allocated. On page 15 of your report, table 3 details those allocations, and the report also details that the fund will be dissolved on the 31st of March 2021, that's this year, and payments will be made from the pool as soon as each local authority has had their final accounts audited. So on page 16 are the recommendations to be considered by committee. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. So any questions or comments that we want to make? Councillor Siddons.
Thank you, Chair. Can you still hear me, everyone?
Yeah, can hear you loud and clear. Thank you.
Oh, great. Okay. That's really helpful, Victoria, and I think it's a well laid out synopsis of what situation we're in at the moment. I think one of the things that concerns me is in regard to the safety net. We're almost taking a bit of a punt at this and thinking that although we're very close to the end of the financial year, we still don't exactly know what that means in terms of whether any authority will hit the safety net. And I just wonder, although you have mentioned that that's unlikely to happen, what assurances can you give us that we can feel confident that any decision we make today will not be further impacted over the next couple of months as the accounts are finalised?
I think the assurance that I can give you is that we've contacted the authorities who have provided their latest forecast of where they are with business rates. As you can see in table 2, it does show how far each authority is away from hitting the safety net, and until the audits are completed by each authority, I can't give any guarantee that those amounts will not change. However, they are robust forecasts, and therefore we're not expecting any authority to hit the safety level. However, if they did, then it would be the first call on the 8.4 million that is forecast to be held in the pool, and then any remaining amount would be then paid out to the pool into the authorities based on the methodology that was agreed when the pool was established. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Victoria. And when might the audits be all complete? So when will full confidence be given to Councillor Siddons that there's no changes to be made? What kind of timescale is that?
Consultation on when audits were to be completed for this financial year that we're just finishing at the moment was by the end of September. But obviously this year we've had a number of authorities that have still not had their audits completed for the last financial year. So it's a bit of an unknown at the moment, but the key deadline that auditors are meant to be working to is the end of September.
Okay, so it's a while yet then, isn't it, really, until we know definitively. But best assurance, best guidance based on projections is that we should be all right, and therefore the money that's outlined in that table, following table, should be something we should be able to anticipate coming into our accounts.
Yes, that's correct, Chair. Thank you.
Any further questions or comments? Well, everybody seems quite satisfied, I think. Shall we just look at the recommendations on this report? Most of it is for noting, isn't it? But there's some approval in there. Number D says about approval. To approve the allocation of estimated projected income to member authorities at paragraph 5. And it's going to dissolve at the end of this month, in fact. So that table 3 in paragraph 5 is obviously quite significant for us all, and obviously that's worked out on a precise basis, isn't it? It's nothing really we can argue about. That's just as it is. So anybody, any further questions before we move to a vote to whether we accept those recommendations or not? No? Okay, well, in that case, as Chair, I propose those recommendations. Can I see a seconder?
I'll second them, Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Lewis. Can I see all those in favour, please show? I think I've got a delay on my screen, so I can't see if you've got your hands up or not.
Everybody seems to be in favour, Chair.
Lovely, thank you very much. I'm not sure, I've seen a bit of a slow connection there, but that's lovely. So that is carried in that case. Is there any further items of business? There was something else on the end of this agenda, wasn't there? I seem to remember. Let's just have a quick look. MOU appendix. Oh, it's an MOU appendix A.
No, Chair, that completes all items.
Okay, third party recording. We don't have to worry about that, do we?
No.
That's fine then. Lovely. So in that case, if there's no other matters, I believe that is the end of the meeting. Is that correct, John?
That's correct, Chair. Thank you.